I'm really honored to be the part of this auspicious occasion of 160 years celebration of St. Xavier's. Looking back for more than 35 years, I still can remember the very first day of joining these esteemed institutions. In fact, I was brought by Father Guru, the famous Father Guru, who was the direct disciple of great Albert Einstein. So I'm lucky that he recommended my name, and in fact, he brought me in Xavier's along with Professor Maiti and Professor Ghosh. They insisted me to take up this profession with proper. They guided me, and thus I entered into St. Xavier's. And till that, after 36 years, I never worked anywhere else. In fact, I am really privileged to teach so many generations of students, and each is unique in his own way. And you know that in St. Xavier's, we don't call any ex-student to be an ex-student. Rather, we call you old boys of our school. So, thank you so much, Nihil Ultra.
I joined St. Xavier's in 1980, and I was assigned to teach classes 9 and 10 of both the ICSE and Madhyamik batches. The subjects were English and history. A couple of years later, Father Wavrail requested me to take over only classes 9 and 10 of the ICSE batch. Okay, I said, fair enough. But what about history, Father? He says, no, we'll remove the history for you. Teaching in St. Xavier's was a lovely experience for me, and I enjoyed every minute of every day of my teaching career in St. Xavier's till I retired in the year 2013. Teaching in this elite institution were the best years of my life. Besides teaching, I also enjoyed playing games with the boys, whom I found to be very diligent in their studies. Some of them even took an active part and interest in world affairs, and even acquainted themselves with the immediate environment, as well as national problems. They undertook social responsibilities and tried to improve on their commitments. Not even once I found them making an excuse to neglect their social and other duties. One thing I remember, the boys used to collect newspapers, potatoes, onions, and we used to hand them over to the missionaries of charity. In the year 2011, Father Sebastian James, who was the prefect, requested me to put up a play for Prize Day. Now that put me in a fix. I said, my goodness, what am I supposed to do? So after a lot of deliberation, contemplation, I decided to put up the bishop's candlesticks with the boys. And it went off very well. Father Sebastian was so happy that he asked me to put up another play for the next year's prize distribution. I said, oh my goodness, now what? Anyway, I I put up a self-edited version of My Fair Lady. And it included songs like I'm Getting Married in the Morning, Why Can't the English. Rehearsals were held every day after school hours in the school auditorium. And the rehearsals were a lot of fun, what with Panditji's samosas and cold drinks. Oh, the boys won't forget those things. Now that I have retired, these pleasant memories plunge my mind and fills me with immense pleasure. And they will remain with me not only as a priceless treasure, but also as an inexhaustible source of joy. Nihil Ultra.
My experiences of teaching at St. Xavier's for 21 years have revolved and evolved around the experiences of the students. So whether I was teaching English or geography or mathematics or computer science in the later years, it didn't make a difference. Students were known to me through the house system and through many other different kinds of holistic activities that actually make the real life in St. Xavier's. People who influenced me most, I would say, one was the headmasters, Father Wavrel, who brought in computers in 1984 into the school, Father Broylance, who brought in the day system, the unit system, a number of different programs, and who allowed us the freedom to teach. And of course, my best friends, Elfridge Rosario, Savi Pinto, who are no more, and Andrew Singh and myself, we formed the group of 4. We did a lot of activities with the group together and with our students.
For me, St. Xavier's as an institution rests on 4 pillars. The first pillar is made up of the dedicated fathers like Father Boucher, Father Debrele, and also talented teachers like Miss Cressy and Mr. Thomas Vienna. The second pillar is made up of those students who studied with me in Xavier's, the batch of 1973. I could not have wished for better companions than these to have passed my time. We are still in contact, which says a lot for the times we spent together. The third pillar is made up of all the students who have taught over the years. I am indeed grateful to them for being there with me and for putting up with all my idiosyncrasies. And the last pillar is none other than the ALSOC. Without the ALSOC, we would not have been able to get together such a motley group of people to celebrate 160 years of St. Xavier's Collegiate School. My greetings to one and all, and also good health to everybody.
I treasure the years spent at St. Xavier's. I was touched by divinity when the fathers in school empowered me as a teacher. I was humbled by the respect and love my students showered of me when I entered the classrooms. Those priceless years flashes before my eyes in a myriad of happy moments. The laughter of young, spirited boys echoing down the hallowed corridors, the jostle and din at Panditji's canteen during the breaks, the excitement and cheers on the front field during the inter-house matches, the stillness and discipline while lines are being formed for the morning assembly. All these images are so very alive and meaningful, even to this day when all my hair has turned grey. From a history class about Indus Valley civilization to Shakespeare's The Tempest and the Hamlet that I taught in classes 11 and 12 to screening of Sophie's Choice for the value education class to an exquisite meeting or an extempore practice in the erstwhile AV room. I have lived every minute of my life with my students, whom we affectionately call our boys. It has been an honor to be your teacher, dear boys. I couldn't have asked for anything more in my life. Thank you, Lord, and bless you all, always.